E for One Media, you already know the deal. You already know what's going on. We're talking about Dillian Whyte here. And Dillian Whyte got TKO'd in less than 2 minutes. I think it was 1 minute and 59 seconds by Moses Itauma. This video is not necessarily talking about Moses, more or less. Before I even give a deep dive into Dillian Whyte, props to Moses Itauma. He's the real deal. He's 20 years old, so he's young. People are already and have been comparing his career so far to Mike Tyson's ascent years ago. So much respect to Moses Itauma. But Dillian Whyte wasn't that test that I think that everyone thought that Moses was going to. Dillian just wasn't it. I mean, I don't know why everybody is surprised that Dillian Whyte only lasted 1 minute and 59 seconds. Like, seriously. Going into this fight, I knew this fight was going to go down like this. I thought maybe it would last about 2 or 3 rounds. I didn't think that it would last until the first round, but I wouldn't have been surprised if you would have told me it would have only lasted 1 minute and 59 seconds. Just because Dillian Whyte's career has been shit for the last 5 years. You know, this was just obviously a test to see young guard versus the old guard. Can Dillian Whyte do something against this young force called Moses Itauma? And Dillian Whyte failed the test miserably. Dillian Whyte's career hasn't been anything worth talking about for at least the last 5 years. I mean, let's just quickly look at the opponents that Dillian Whyte has faced over the last 4 years. We can start off with something easy. Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury knocked his ass out live and direct. I saw that fight. That wasn't even a competitive fight, even though it went like 6 rounds. Then after that, he fought Jermaine Franklin, Christian Hammer, Ebenezer Teta, and Moses Itauma. So Dillian Whyte is like literally on the downside of his career. And he has been on the downside of his career for a couple of years now. But I will admit, and I will say that Dillian Whyte did trick me. He really did trick me something very, very, very severely, because he came into this fight looking good. Like, he was chiseled. You could see his muscular definition. In previous fights, he was just looking sloppy. He had, the belly, just looking like he was just there to collect a paycheck. But he had me fooled for like maybe a couple of days here, because I thought, okay, Dillian is definitely going to take it to Moses, and this fight will probably last at least until the later rounds, like maybe 6, 7, 8 rounds, because Dillian came in looking good. This, you could literally say this was the best that he has looked in his entire career physically. He fooled me, and he started to fool a lot of people leading up to the fight, but Moses was just too much for him, just way too much. It was a mixed match fight from the gate. We might be getting ahead of a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people might be getting ahead of themselves, thinking that, he's the second coming. I mean, don't get me wrong. The kid is nice. The kid is dead nice. I mean, but when are we going to kind of calm things down and stop giving motherfuckers credit for beating up senior citizens here, beating up fighters that's like way past their prime? And that's something that Moses did last night. Let's see Moses Itauma against somebody like a Andy Ruiz, even though Andy Ruiz has been inactive for like the last damn near year and a half. But let's see him in there with somebody like a Jarrell Miller or Zilly Zhang. There was some talk earlier today, last night, depending on when you watch this video, about how he might have suffered an injury, a leg injury coming into this fight. And now we just starting to get like little stories. Save that bullshit for later. The bottom line is Dillian has been washed. I think a lot of times people get hyped up for something that is good to keep a level of expectations and a good feeling about something. But a lot of this talk, I think, is very premature here. Let's see Moses in the ring with somebody that's formidable. This man needs like a Philip Hergovich, somebody that's going to really test him. Dillian been trash. He just didn't become trash last night. That been trash. But let me know in the comments section what you think. I mean, am I wrong here for just wanting to slow the Moses Itauma talk down just a little bit? The premature talk down just a little bit? And what do you think about Dillian Whyte? Do you think he was formidable? An opponent? Come on. Nah, absolutely not.